Here we are going to be looking at the surface development of a square pyramid. How to make the surface development of a square pyramid, as we have done that of the square prism. We did that of the cylinder. So we want to look at how we can do that of the square pyramid. As you can see on the screen, so this is the front view of a square pyramid, and this is the top view. The condition for the surface development, I'm going to be explaining it as we go on, but what we have to do first is to reproduce these given views on the paper. Then we go on and make the surface development, and actually this is a complete square pyramid. It is not truncated, so we still look at that of the truncated one, but for this one it is not truncated. It's a complete square pyramid. Now let's go and replicate what we are given, but before that, so the length or side of the square base of the pyramid is 40 millimeters, while the height of the pyramid is 60 millimeters. So first of all, replicate the given views as I said. So we have to draw a vertical center line. So we draw a vertical center line. Alright, then we draw a horizontal center line. Okay, so based on how the square base is positioned, so we have to take 20 millimeters from this point where the two lines intersect. We take 20 millimeters to the left side and 20 millimeters to the right side. Then we take 20 millimeters down by setting the ruler like this, and 20 millimeters up. Okay, so the next that we are going to do is to bring the T-square to this point. We draw horizontal line to both sides, and we also draw horizontal line to the left and also to the right. Then with the set square on the T-square, so we draw this line. So draw this line as a thick line, vertical line, and we also this line. We draw this line as a thick line, vertical line, or vertical line. Then make this horizontal line a thick line, and also this horizontal line a thick line. Alright, so looking at the pyramid from top down, so we have this line, so we connect these two diagonals together with a thick line, and we also connect these together with a thick line. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is to come up a little bit, and we draw horizontal line. And before we continue, let's number this point. So this point is point 1. Okay, so this is point 2. So this is point 3, and this is point 4. Alright, so with the set square, so we we extend this vertical line to touch the horizontal line. Okay, so and then we also extend this to touch the vertical line. So on this vertical line, so from this point, so we take a measurement of 60 millimeters. This is 60 millimeters here. So what we have to do now is that we connect this point together. So that's going to be the apex of the pyramid. So we connect this point together, and we also connect this point. So connect this point together like this. Alright, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that, so we have this point. So this is point 1 prime, comma 2 prime, and this is point 3 prime, comma 4 prime. Okay, so let's call this point, let's call it point O. And then so we make this line a thick line, and also so we make this line a thick line, and then so this baseline, they make it a thick line like this. Alright, so these are the given views. So the next thing that we are going to do is to go for the surface development. But before we can make the surface development, I want you to know something very, very important. Because of the way this pyramid is positioned with its square base positioned in this form, so this line O1, let me call it O1, is not a true length. So this line here is not the true length, of the pyramid. So not true length. So I write it here. So not true length. So I'll just write TL. So not true length. So we have to find the true length. So how can we find the true length? So let me call this point. Let me call it point O prime. Okay. So how can we find the true length? So what we have to do is that what we want to do is to bring this corner onto this horizontal line. If we have to get the true length, we have to bring this corner here, or this corner, any one of them. So we have to bring this corner onto this horizontal line. Then we can bring out the true length on this view here. So this is what we are going to do. Just follow my instructions. So put the midpoint of the compass here at point O and extend the pencil point to point 2 here on this corner. Then draw an arc like this to touch the horizontal line. Okay, so from this point where the arc touches the horizontal line, so we have to draw a vertical line. So we need to extend this horizontal line at the base a little bit, extend it a little bit. Then from this point where the arc touches the horizontal center line, so draw a vertical line like this to touch the horizontal line. Okay, so now, so let's call this point, let's call it point A. So I'll call it point A, and let's call this point, let's call it so A prime. Okay, now so we are not going to join this point A on the horizontal, so we join together with point O here. So this is what I mean. So it goes like this to the apex of the pyramid. So this line that we have here, so this particular line that we have here, all right, so this line OA is the true length. So this is the true length now. So we have gotten the true length. So if you take the measurement of O2 here or O1 here, it is not equal in length to this line OA. Okay, so OA is the true length. So because of the way the pyramid is positioned and we have its base like this, so for you to develop this pyramid, you have to find the true length, and I've shown you how to get the true length. As I said, put the point of your compass here at this point O here, extend to this corner and draw an arc to touch the horizontal center line. Then from here, draw a vertical line, let it touch the horizontal line drawn from the base of the pyramid. Then join that point together with the apex of the pyramid, and that will be the true length. All right, now, so we can now go and produce the surface development. So the reason why we need to find the true length is for us to make use of this true length to draw the surface development. You cannot use this O1. It will not be correct. It will not be accurate. So what we have to do is to get the true length and make use of that line to draw the surface development. Now, so for surface development, so let's see how that goes. Okay, so what we have to do now, so just come move away. So people do make the survey, the development with the given view, but for me I do separate it. So I'm separating it like this. So draw horizontal line like this. Okay, then so this point here, I call this point, I will call it O prime prime. Okay, then so take the compass take the compass, put the midpoint at point O here, and take the true length, that is OA. So take this true length like this, okay, then put the midpoint at point O here, and then so you draw an arc. So you draw an arc like this. Alright, so now, we are opening, so anywhere that we are opening from, that is the seam. So wherever we are cutting from, so let's cut from this point 4 here. So that means this is what this is, point 4. Okay, now, so what we have to do now is that we take the length or side of the square base, so that is 40 millimeters. You can just take from 1 to 2, or from 2 to 3, or from 3 to 4. So take this distance. So put the midpoint here at point 4. So make an arc here. 1, we are going to make 4. So then we have what? We have 2. Then put it here. We have 3. Then put it here. We have what? We have 4. Alright, so if we move from 4, so we get to 3. Okay, then we get to 2. Then we get to 1. Then we are back to point 4. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is to join this point together. So join this point together with a thick line. So we join 4 and 3 together, and 3 and 2. So join them together with a thick line. Then we join 2, 1 together with a thick line. So we join 1, 4 together with a thick line. And then, so we join each of these points with point O prime prime, which is the apex of the pyramid. So we join this together with the O prime prime. And we also join 1 together with O prime prime. And then we join 4 together with O prime prime. Alright, so then we make this line a thick line. Okay, so this is it. So this is the surface development of this complete square pyramid. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. Thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.